Hey there, everybody. Welcome back once again. This is going to be game 3 of a best of 3 between Cheese, the blue Terran, and Joseki, the purple Terran. And this is game 3, like I said, and this is Joseki's map. So if you were not here for the first or second game, or just didn't care to watch, we did have Joseki take the first game on Lost Temple using a Reaper Rush strategy. And basically, he was in this position, put a bunker right here, and Cheese was in this position. He just kind of waltzed on over and just basically pew-pewed on his face. So that's a quick overview. If you want to watch, feel free. It's game 1 in this series, which will be posted before this one. And then we had game 2 on Steps of War, where Cheese decided to do a small, cute little marine push and was able to take down multiple marines and multiple SCVs, putting Joseki back. And then he decided to opt and go for a Banshee with cloaking tech, and we had no detectors coming out from Joseki, and essentially he only had one scan and was left down to one SCV basically by the time it came back up. So feel free to watch those two games. Once again, this is game 3 and we're gonna head off and get into it. Right off the back, once again, Cheese is going that faster barracks over the faster supply depot, and Joseki's kind of keeping a clumped up base here, which I like just because he's not going to be pressured by any barracks early on. If he's able to keep clumped back here, any marauders that come in won't be able to do any really significant damage, because he can place a bunker right here, and able to keep his workers really relatively safe. As you can see here, Cheese is kind of doing a more spread out base look, but I mean, if he gets this blocked off, he has the same general advantage, except for like a Reaper harass, and that's really what that close placement of the base is going to help and allow you to do. I mean, if these Reapers are trying to get back into this mineral line, you have your Marines tucked in back here, all your buildings tucked back in here, they can't really do any significant damage, because by the time they snipe off your Marines, your SCVs will be able to do a decent amount of damage by surrounding them or just putting some decent pressure. And Joseki is going to be the first one to find his opponent. This Marine decided to take a break and not go off and kill this SCV. And this SCV is going to go ahead and try to run out, but he turns into some bullets and gets shot. Unfortunate, but life happens. He shouldn't have went scouting. Maybe he should have did some mineral mining and had someone else go do it for him. And we do have Cheese coming in here now, and as you can see, this Marine is going to start sniping at Cheese. This SCV quickly learned from his opponent's fault and is like, heck, I'm going to get the hell out of here and go back home. And Cheese is going to go ahead and do this cute little Marine strategy again, where he's going to go ahead and bring in 3 Marines off the bat. But look at this. Joseki's like, I won't have any of that. I saw that early barracks. I went in there and scouted you. You had faster Marines than me, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down a bunker to halt this. It's almost perfect timing here. And look at this. SCV looks like he's going to come up, try to tank and spot just the general area, but this bunker is going to go up. Oh, is it going to go up actually in time? And yes, it looks like Cheese is just, you know what, I'm not going to deal with it. The bunker's going to be up before I can do any real damage. I'm going to go ahead and pull back. And this works out for Joseki also, because, I mean, he stops this initial rush and he can just go ahead and salvage that for all of its minerals. I mean, just super awesome and helpful. And we have a reactor coming down on this barracks and a factory coming down. Or sorry, a tech lab coming down on the factory. And it looks like we don't really have any major tech coming from Cheese besides for a factor. He's really opting to go really heavy Marines early game just to see if he can apply any pressure. And we do have a starport now building in from Joseki. So, oh, we're actually going to have a Hellion harass coming here. I'm kind of surprised by that. I wonder if he's going to get the pre-igniter upgrade and then switch over and start doing a reactor pumping out with these Hellions. That would be pretty clever here. I just assumed that Joseki was going to go ahead and do a siege tank and Viking push, but oh, maybe he's probably going to put his starport here and get double the Viking production. His barracks is going to be used once again to scout. Same with Cheese, he sends out his barrack to scout, and it looks like Cheese is just getting down his first starport, and he's putting out an armory, so maybe some Thors coming in here from Cheese, which would be a little bit of different play here. So I'm kind of curious to see what these players go, and as you can see, we do have the Viking and siege tank coming in from Joseki, so yes, I was correct. We are going to get some Vikings and siege tanks. It looks like this one Hellion, it's kind of pointless to go this one Hellion. I don't really see him doing any significant damage, and yes, it is just quickly sniped down, so kind of pointless there. Confused why he decided to do that. He didn't get any scouting information off, wasn't even able to get in. He knew he was going more Marines than anything else, and we do have a Thor coming out now, so maybe we are going to see some Thor drops. Yes, we do have a dropship and a Thor coming out. They're going to finish around the same time, so it's going to be some great timing coming in here. from Cheese. And we can see here back in Joseki's base that he does have a Viking up, so I'm not really sure if this Thor drop is going to be very, very beneficial. If he can get there before the siege tech is done, then it'll be very, very helpful, but I don't think this is going to happen. With 2 Vikings out, we have 4 Marines, and we just have a siege tank putting on some pressure. And this poor little barracks trying to fly away, but it's going to start burning up soon. There it is. It's on fire. It's feeling the heat. And these missiles are just going to continue to blast it down. Poor guy. And we do have this Thor now coming in. He's almost going to the same exact position that his poor little barracks died in. It looks like he's going to go ahead and drop on Thor. Check out the area on that Zonaga watchtower. Not see anything, but look at this. Joseki moves in right on time and basically just stops us out. But he does have the air advantage here, and he tries to drop it down to be beneficial. And looks like Joseki is going to be a little smart here. He's like, you know what, I'm going to use this tower, and I'm going to be able to focus down this Thor, but no thank you, says the Thor. I have giant cannons, you have little guns, get off of me. And he just quickly deals with 2 of those Marines, and his buddies have to pull back, and they're like, you know what, you guys should have ran with us, and they didn't. Now we do have this siege tank up. Oh! There goes Marine body parts flying all over the place. What a massive blast coming in here. And it looks like he's just trying to focus down this tank, but he's being a little careless here, and these Vikings are just going to be able to focus it down. He's going to go ahead and pick it up. Oh, very nifty there. He barely gets away. I wonder if these Vikings will be able to chase down this medevac. Oh, and it does go down. Oh, really unlucky there. Some great micro coming in from Cheese, but those Vikings just have such long range, and they're able to take it down. Yeah. And there we go. Ow, coming in from Cheese. That hurt him. And these Vikings are easily going to be able to put on some pressure here. Just landing it behind this mineral line. Looks like we have a Thor and these Marines here, but they need to get their asses to the base. Uh-oh, here we go. That SCV building a command center is probably going to be focused down. Yes, he's going to have to run away. These 2 SCVs building the supply depots also have to run. The Marines and Thors are going to start focusing stuff down, and all they really do is chase them away. They're not really able to do any significant damage, and now Cheese is switching over to Viking stuff. So we're probably going to see, yes, some tank and a Viking push as these little harassment techniques are starting to fall off the block, and it's not really doing anything for either player. And since that harassment did happen, Joseki is able to get his command center completed first. We'll see if he's going to, yes, he does lift that off rather than upgrade it to a orbital command first. So. And he's probably going to make a switch very quickly. And as you can see here, we still have this very, very tight base build from Joseki, able to keep most and all of his buildings compact. So when the push does come, he's able to defend it more properly. Excuse me, I don't mean to be yawning, but this is my 4th commentary of the day. Just slowing down a bit. Just want to pump these out for you guys. And we do have the same thing, no orbital command coming up. That command center is flying away. He did build it a little farther away, which is kind of surprising. He probably wanted to keep it a bit safer, but it has a longer area to fly now. Most Terrans do put it here, and it would be much more beneficial. Now he's very, behind. As you can see here, Joseki's already mining, except this SCV's supervising the area, and his units are working very, very hard and doing a very good job, apparently. And it looks like we have a tech lab going on in this barrack, so he's not going to let his go to use. He's like, you know, I'm going to throw down a tech lab and probably get some upgrades. I'm not really sure what he's going for. Maybe a late Reaper, which would be kind of silly, but let's hope for some Marauders or something. And we do have a Thor just kind of walking around, chilling out. 2 tanks are up, 3 Vikings are out. And it looks like he's getting stint.